Alright guys, welcome back to the channel for some new big news on Broken Arrow. Today we're going to play something new for Broken Arrow. And let me just check here. Yeah, welcome back guys. Alright, so Broken Arrow had a live stream just finish up here, and we just got access to a brand new demo for it that seems to be creators and media only. So this is not available to the public, but we can show it to you. I'm not sure why it's not available. I feel like they could have made this a Steam Next Fest demo. The big Next Fest is going on Steam. There's like a ton of free games that have free demos, and this game has had plenty of demos before for the single-player missions, and had playtests as well, and I think it would have been a good opportunity, but at least we get to check it out. So we're going to jump over to the Twitch channel shortly and watch the developers answer a bunch of questions from the chat, which seem to be quite informative. And remember, this one will be out in June, so we have a release date as well. So hopefully, you know, it actually comes out in about, well, less than 6 months now. So there could be time for another playtest between then and now. That's quite a bit of time, and also time for another demo as well. But anyway, new content and live stream on the 26th of February. That basically just happened. You might have noticed articles or videos popping up this week featuring some never before seen content of Broken Arrow. That's true. I've seen a little bit of it. We've decided to give media an exclusive first look at the game, but fear not, we're going to deep dive ourselves on it next week. Well, I guess they meant today. I don't know what they mean next week. But anyway, oh, this was posted on the 17th. Never mind. So anyway, it says, join our Twitch channel on the 26th of February for an exclusive look at a new single-player story campaign content. Edmund, community manager, will be playing, and Felix, the creative director at Steel Baklava, will be taking part in the stream to reply to all your questions. Okay, so we had a PR guy and a dev playing the game and answering questions and showing off the new missions. So let's watch them play and answer questions, and then I'll jump in and do it. And then later, probably tomorrow, I'll just have the mission out. So for those of you who just want to see the mission, I'll you know, practice it a few times here in the live stream, and then I'll put out a nice little neat video for everybody tomorrow, so they don't have to watch the extra stuff and you know, see us learning. And learning is usually pretty fun to find out what's different and what's new, and then, you know, when I figure it out, then we'll report back on the video. All right, let me jump over to their live stream that just wrapped up here just a moment ago, and we're gonna watch. So this was over on the Slitherine official Twitch channel. I was trying to also find it on YouTube, but they said they would upload it later, but it hasn't yet been uploaded. I guess it takes a little bit of time. There you go.
Hello everyone.
Whoa.
And welcome to a Broken Arrow live stream. Today I have Felix with me. Hello Felix.
Hello.
Hello.
And we are going to be taking a look at Broken Arrow in Ultra 4K today. So at its shining
Ultra
best.
4K.
Do you want to...
Well, Twitch
talk a
only
little bit
streams in
about
like
who you are,
1080p.
Felix, for those who are just looking into Broken Arrow for the first time?
Yeah, no problem. So my name is Felix Aber. I'm the creative director at STP Studio, the developers of the game. So that's it. My job is to make sure that we all make the same game in the team, and that the quality of the game is good at the end.
All right, awesome. And we're going to be taking some questions from the chat today, so we'll be paying close attention to the chat. I mean, I'll vaguely have my eyes on it. Felix will be looking at the chat, so we'll be taking those questions and answering those questions. But shall we just jump straight into it?
Here we go.
Ooh. Ruda. Miller keeps calling me and won't give me a break. They don't have the voice acting in yet?
So just to start here, we just want to say that the script is not 100% finalized yet, so all of this will be voice acted, but the voice acting is not quite yet in this build.
Oh, maybe they're already working on it.
Yeah, indeed. We are still we don't record until everything is perfectly validated, and then it takes time to record and integrate. So yeah, this version is still rather mute.
Makes sense.
But
Cool.
The final game will be fully voice acted in English for the English characters and English and Russians for the Russian characters.
Cool. And we're starting off here with the tutorial because it's a good opportunity to do some Q&A while we go through the tutorial. We also wanted to show the tutorial because Broken Arrow is not just for hardcore RTS fans, but also we hope to introduce this kind of RTS to people maybe perhaps have never played an RTS
this is the
before,
tutorial.
something along those lines. So we're covering all the details in this tutorial.
I don't know if we've seen the tutorial before.
So it's mostly the idea is to make it an interactive tutorial. That's the main intention here. Because, well, I think there's nothing more boring than a tutorial absolutely teaching you everything very lengthily, like to move your camera forward, press W. Good, you've pressed W.
Yeah,
Now
I
move
hate
the camera
that.
backward.
I hate it so
that
much.
kind of tutorial. It's okay. Like, so here you want to know the keys, just read them. It takes 2 seconds to learn that. We're not here to teach you how to press a button on your keyboard. That's not the intention. So the idea is really to make it interactive. Right from the start, you have something to do. You start moving the units, and it's also the moment to start the scenario. So you start being listening about the story, discovering the characters. So the story and the tutorial and the learning of the basic mechanics go together smoothly. And
That
so
was the
that
guy's
you don't
hotel? It
get
looked like
bored
a
learning.
house.
Like you follow the story and you learn on the as a secondary element, in fact.
Cool. We're just looking over the chat now. Is there going to be another beta before the release? I'm not entirely sure we can 100% answer that question.
okay,
just
that's
yet.
confirmed.
Sorry, chat.
Confirmed.
Well, it's
They just haven't picked a date.
We're evaluating this. We will take the decision later if it's needed or not. It depends on if we need it or not. Like the last beta
You
was
should
in
do it.
November, I think. We had plenty of feedback already. We fixed many stuff from there. We're pretty satisfied. We'll see if a new beta is needed. But for instance, with the network issues that we had in previous beta, they have been fixed. So we're quite fine with that now.
Cool. Just looking at the chat, seeing what other questions there are.
So I will read. I will try not to watch you play too much. And
It's so easy to watch the game. It's very, very cinematic.
Yeah,
Especially when I'm
easy.
doing these lazy pans and stuff.
So I see, for instance, someone asking like if there will be a Russian campaign. In fact, it's not a Russian campaign. It's a campaign that includes both US and Russia. You choose which missions you play first. Like you can choose to play the US narrative arc, and then switch a bit for some Russian stuff, or play them as they come. You see, it's
How's that gonna work?
There's a lot of freedom in the order of what you want to play. So
I feel like it should be
someone said,
pretty
like,
linear
World
to
in
tell a
Conflict, not really,
story.
because World in Conflict is purely linear. Like it's mission 1, mission 2, mission 3. Here it's more like there are embranchments, and you can choose what to play.
Guys,
on the embranchments.
those mortars are facing forward and firing
I'm just
forward,
showing here.
and the
you
round
can,
is firing
order
behind
artillery
them.
missions from,
Unplayable.
a nice viewpoint here.
Actually, maybe they are
Yeah,
pointing the right
so
way.
we have all the nice animations of the guys
Oh, yeah.
reloading the gun.
That's cool. They can actually.
Bending to protect his heels.
360.
So this is the kind of stuff that we've been adding over time, like all the nice little details on the units. When you put soldiers into a transport, you can see them, the door is opening, you can see the soldiers sitting in a transport after that, and the soldier that is sitting in a transport is the soldier that you've put in it, so it's not a generic guy. You see, we love all these details, and we think it's it's important to have that.
Cool. I love the explosions. They're a little less Hollywood than most people expect, right? We've gone for more like realistic pressure wave type stuff and not like big fiery booms.
Yeah, there is a we like realism. We're making a game and we're very conscious of that. So there are some needs, like when you shoot artillery, there are some trails behind the artillery shell to make it visible and make sure that you can understand the situation. But whenever we can, we try to stick to realism, and we don't want Hollywood explosions that are actually made with barrels of fuel most of the time in the cinema. So real artillery explosions, they generally don't generate so much fire. You see, it's
Big
high
concussion.
explosive after all. It's not incendiary. Well, we
Someone
have
said,
incendiary munitions, but that's
so-
a different matter.
Someone said, "Is there going to be a cool counter for how many times he says cool?" It's like, we're nerds here, man. We're allowed to get excited over this. I mean, I'm excited.
Cool.
You know, I've been playing these types of games since like Ground Control. That was like
Wow,
3
Ground
years ago or
Control.
something like that now.
That's like before World in Conflict.
Well,
I think
I
that's
will
the
add a few for your counter.
pre-World in Conflict game.
Because why I say cool, because the objective of the game is to have a rule of cool approach. We want the game to be first and foremost enjoyable, cinematic, with a nice pace, nice pace gameplay. This is not a simulation. First and foremost, we want people to enjoy the cinematic part. All right, time to activate the radar.
Time to activate the radar. I'm just there's a stats nerd in the chat that's like, "Can you show me the unit statistics?" Wait for the game, my friend.
Radar turned on. Looking for
All right.
Yeah, it's a good call because things
Radar,
could
it's
change
a
10 more
mechanic of the
times
game.
in the armory
For those who
beforehand.
didn't play the beta,
Ooh,
those who
look at
played
that.
the beta and didn't understand why they couldn't shoot down planes. When you activate the radar, it's actually doubling your engagement distance with anti-air units. So you see the drones were here all along, and it's just activating the radar allowed to detect them and engage. So here. And by the way, yeah, we have line of sight managed, so the unit was behind a building and couldn't see the targets. And here
Oh,
we go.
nothing left of that helicopter.
Yeah,
By the way,
only
we
USA and
you see
Russia
there
are
still
available at the
some
moment, but I
placeholder,
think they
like here we were
confirmed that
shooting,
there's
American
more
little birds,
coming, but we don't
which
know
is,
what or when.
Not very, not exactly something
Someday.
we would do in reality. So we are in the process. Like we have created new models for the dummy targets of the training to make it more immersive. And well, there are some little. I don't reveal them yet. You will see. It's we've we've made some funny stuff for the placeholder targets.
Yeah, just to let everyone know, we are recording this I'm recording this in high definition for our YouTube channel. So you'll be able to see this in all its detail later on our YouTube channel. Obviously, Twitch doesn't handle 4K that great, so you may see some quality effects.
Owned by
from
Amazon, by the way,
Twitch,
multi-billion-dollar
don't worry, we'll have
company.
this in
Can't support
in
4K.
all its glory on YouTube later. So
Multi-billion.
okay, let's move on to the next training area.
Moving there now.
I read the chat in the meantime.
Yes.
I'll let you.
So this is a tutorial, and it's basically just teaching you how to fire weapons.
Guy, I would pay an ungodly amount for early access. We have no plans to do early access, unfortunately.
Personal carrier ready.
Yeah, well, it's not really needed. It's early access. Like, it represents for the development team. Early access actually represent quite a lot of work, you see, because on top of the regular work that you do,
The building
to
details are
progress, you
really
need
nice, like
to communicate about
trucks
it
and cargo
regularly,
all over. It looks good.
and the pace between normal production rate and communication is not the same. You see, people tend to get impatient very fast, so you have to do rapidly stuff that would actually not be that can wait for later, you see, in development, because people
Like the
want
reloading
concrete,
animation of the mortars.
results.
Pretty good.
And sometimes during several months you don't provide anything that is visually concrete for the users. It's background work, and during this period people get the impression that you're doing nothing. So since we don't need, you see, we don't need the financing from early access, we just skip it. It's not needed, and I think it's better for everyone. You get the final game in its final quality instead of, you know, some half finished game.
Cool. These poor shooting targets are getting the short end of the stick here.
Yep. So here it's showing, the mechanic of armor penetration in the game, like the when you have kinetic rounds, the closer you come to the target, the
this
more
game has
damage
naval
you
units. Yep.
inflict.
It has aircraft as well.
Someone
There's like
asking if we will add
hovercrafts and cruisers
more
and
factions.
F-18s.
Yes, that's planned, but not for release.
Okay, more factions are planned, but not at
First
release.
we focus on what we have now, and after that we'll see which faction.
Maybe we'll
would be
get the
best to add
Canadians
the
in,
game.
bud.
There is a big potential to add new armies. Like personally, I'm French. I would be really interested to see the French army. I know, like I've told, well, basically anybody who wants his country in the game. It's well, it's the case.
Dude, I
for
want to
everyone.
see
The
Liechtenstein's
thing is that, well, we need to. It requires time to do that.
Army.
So it's one at a time.
all 3 units.
Yeah, like new stuff, new maps, new biomes, new campaigns. You see everything with the new factions.
Cool. I was just demonstrating some maneuvering things there with the tanks, but I think I'll just take a moment here to show this with the Jeep. So, control is really simple. If you right-click, your vehicle will just go exactly where you wanted it to go in a straight line.
If you double right-click, by the way, you can fast move. By the way, yeah, in this build, like it's an optional behavior. Cause, well, there are people who like to click a lot, you see, and they don't appreciate this this behavior that double clicking activate the fast move. You don't expect your unit, you see, to do that when you click too much. But there are other profiles of player with people who are, you know, more calm, and they prepare their plan, and when they give the order, a simple right click and simple double right click gives you the fast move order, so that you don't have to reach the button in the action panel, etc. So it's an optional stuff that you can have if you like. Well, you choose depending on your style of playing, of controlling the stuff.
Okay, we're looking at the helicopters now.
Yep.
Do a little bit of lift and shift.
Yep. So heavy lift, yeah. You can put vehicles inside of helicopters and ships, by the way, but we'll not show that here. So that, well, yeah, you can transport a bit of everything. Like I think it's a nice alternative to amphibious. Like if you're not amphibious, just fly above the river. That's one way to do it. And someone. Once again, I forgot to reach the chat every time. Sorry.
It's okay. I'll give you a second to look at the chat. We can hang around here.
Will AMD FSR3 be available at launch? Yes, but it's already the case. The game already supports FSR3, so it's upscaling technology.
Upscaling technology.
So one question I want to answer here, which nobody asked, but I'm going to answer it anyway,
Okay.
is in a lot of games, vehicles recover after a certain amount of time. But in Broken Arrow, so for example, if your tracks get ripped off, you need engineers to come with supplies and repair those tracks, or you need to pull that unit.
Why are you
off
rewatching this
the
again?
battlefield with a
What do you mean?
transport
This
like
was
a
just
helicopter,
live
right? It's just-
less than an hour ago.
Otherwise, it's going to just sit there.
This is all new.
Yeah, critical effects are definitive until repaired. And so this one, you must drop it in the repair station on the right here to be repaired.
You can transport an M113 in a Chinook. I never even...
Question now is tank crew can't
I
repair
never even
their own
thought that
tank.
could be
I don't
done.
think it's realistic for a tank crew to repair a modern tank.
Unless
I
it's
mean,
being lifted below it.
If your track takes a saber around in the front, it's gone, man. Probably the front wheel too.
You can. It depends on the stuff, but well, it's a gameplay mechanic. It's like you can probably change a.
It would have been
if
massive
let's say
bonus
like a
points if
cruise
it
is
showed the
probably able
vehicle
to
under
fix
the
a track
helicopter.
link being broken and replace it, but it will take quite a lot of time and mostly, well, you don't do that on the battlefield. So question, NGSW, so new gun squad weapon, if I remember correctly. NGSW with guns airborne. We're pretty cool. How closely are you watching the new military program and text? Well, actually very closely. We even have a dedicated Patreon channel for that, like military news. You see, interesting news for that, and the Patreon members are regularly feeding us with that kind of news. Like the latest one, where we finally have a visual for the newest long-range missile, like AIM 260, for instance, that just got revealed. So someone picked that in the news and shared it with us. It's really practical.
Get some, yeah.
Someone asking, like, interesting question. If we have multiple smaller countries, like for instance Sweden, Finland, Norway, would they be added as a group or individually? It depends on the amount of equipment that each country can bring. So if a country is able to, let's say, stand on its own to create a new multiplayer faction, we can add it on its own as a separated faction for the game. In the case, like in the example of the Scandinavian countries, the best choice would probably be to regroup them together as a single coalition, like Scandinavian coalition, you see. And in the case of I don't know, really isolated countries and stuff, we could, I don't know, I'm thinking North Korea, stuff like that. They could be potentially be added as a deck specialization for an already existing faction. I don't know, I take a random example, but let's say, for instance, Canada might not have all the equipment necessary to stand on its own as a multiplayer deck, so it could be interesting to regroup Canada with either the US or maybe the UK or both. You see, that it could be a specialization that is shared between the two factions, so that kind of stuff. It's really a case-by-case decision based on what equipment is available and what is missing.
Alright, we're looking at the anti-tank platforms now.
Yup. So 80 gems. 80 tango
I love the
missiles.
smoke. It looks so good.
Well, you have a nice reloading animation if you look after the second. After the second missile is fired. Oh, there is a bug with the 3D model.
There's a bug with the left one, but don't worry, that will be fixed. Here's the actual model.
Oh, the one on the left is just a square. That's pretty good camo. It looks like it's disguised as a container.
And we have all the little animation. When it's finished to shoot, like, let me check that. I think even the protection of the gun will be closing and stuff. You see the missiles being replaced.
Yeah, that's cool.
All this stuff, like, well, we paid a lot of attention to that.
Yeah, sorry, we were really looking at the striker there. Wow, some cargo trucks getting blown up is nothing unusual for this little demo.
So much pasta.
And I saw someone asking, like, if we still plan. I've seen it pass.
Cardboard box
like,
of Metal Gear,
how
yeah.
many specialization do we still plan for release? So it's 5 per faction. So 5 for the US, 5 for Russia. We stick to this plan, and this will not change until release. I can guarantee you 100%. And by the way, there would be a little something about that on Friday, I think.
Friday, more news?
Stay attentive. There will be some news about a new specialization reveal.
Oh, what does that mean? New specialization
okay,
release on Friday.
Logistical side of things now.
Hey, Broken Arrow's going to announce something to a new specialization on Friday.
We're still with the tutorial, of course. We'll be looking at an actual mission after this, but you know, we just want to show off the tutorial because
I'll be playing this mission
really
soon too, not this tutorial, but the mission they're about to play. But I wanted to hear what they had to say.
As much as we are to deliver a really good, you know, RTS experience for those who have played a lot of RTS.
Yeah, it's important because, like, I guess, well, most of the people who are here are like, you know, people really interested with the game. They probably already played the beta. But think of it like to play multiplayer with people, you need a maximum of players, you see. And how to get a maximum of players? Well, you need to make the game attractive to them and make sure that they understand the mechanics, so they are not overwhelmed by it, and that way they basically you convert single player users into multiplayer players. So
yeah, I totally agree with that. New people are like the lifeblood of any game. Absolutely.
All right. Will new colors be added to multiplayer team identification?
Is this supposed to be more simulation than narrative based? Well, both. It has a story based single player campaign. And they've tried to put in a little bit more realism with how like
if we don't have
forward operating bases work, and about how supply, like logistics and such, can be transported via so many different ways now. Helicopter.
Like at least we need.
I wouldn't even be surprised if they had some sort of a way to paratroop.
And as part
of
you know,
I think you already can. Can't you already paradrop supplies out of the back of a plane in this game? I can't remember now.
There is the possibility to switch your.
If you have like a C-130, can you call that in to paradrop like supplies onto the ground and then have trucks come pick it up?
Manually.
Can't remember. But anyway, those are the trucks you see delivering supply now. The logistics part of this game is probably one of the most like cool and most enjoyable things of this game for me. It's really cool to just keep track of the logistics and drop it off and resupply things.
It's already the case. It's already compatible. So one thing you might note in this build that was not happening in the beta is that just when we made this build, we were reworking a bit the system of LOD, so the switch of 3D model depending on the distance where you look. So we have some problems with that, like if you zoom out, you stop seeing the trucks, stuff like that, which it's a temporary setback.
You can use planes to drop like that. You could drop that.
Already fixed it.
Like just a big old crate of supply. I can't remember.
This is our camouflaged shipping crate here.
Because I know you could
There's
call in like a
all the
helicopter
goodies
and have it
inside
drop
that.
off like that.
Best multiplayer target 2024.
Yeah, people love shooting at the supplies. Even the AI will do that. Anatov can do that too.
Oh, I've
Yeah,
actually managed to
okay.
miss an area right at the beginning.
On the left. No, it's this one is to skip. If you go to the hangar, you skip the mission, so you have 2 more on the left there.
Aha. Let's go, Humvee.
It's been a while. Like they said,
By the way, you
November
can
was the
change
last time we got
the
to play,
speed
so
of
it's
the
been a little
game,
bit.
like if it's
I
a
kind
bit
of
far
forgot.
on the top right, you have the time. You can pause the game. There's how
Oh, that's
it's called,
cool. You can
active pause. You see, you can pause and give your orders, and you can
Oh, that's
also
great
speed up
for multi
up to
for
4
single player.
times, to
Next waypoint.
Yeah, to be clear, in single player only, of course.
yeah, well, cannot work in multiplayer.
Copy. Relocating.
I'm using the fast travel mode here, so the Humvee will select automatically the quickest way to get there, which usually means following the roads.
Yeah.
Someone says, can I watch the stream back? Like, will it be a poster on YouTube? It will be on YouTube, don't worry. I'm recording this in full high definition 4K Ultra to go on YouTube later. Because I know that Twitch can just not deliver this quality.
They probably haven't
like,
uploaded it yet.
fully. So, don't worry, we got you. We got you for that.
This is about halfway over anyway. Then we'll go play the mission. Actually, they're probably going to show the mission here in a minute.
Okay, this is the hardest bit of the tutorial, the sneaky bit.
Yep.
Arguably one of the most important things. So, do you want to talk a little bit about camouflage in Broken Arrow and stealth and spotting and that kind of thing?
Also, well, maybe that's the moment to show the statistic panel to people of the sniper, just to have an example. So when you click on the portrait of the sniper, you
That's important. Line of
you
sight.
get, well, it's explained here, but I can explain again. So if you click on the portrait of the sniper at the bottom, you get the statistic panel happening, being displayed. And we can see that in the characteristic of the sniper, we have like at the top you have 2000, which is the optics, and 3, which is the stealth. So how the game works is that this is the distance in meters, how far you can see, and stealth is in fact dividing this value. So a sniper can see at 2000 meters, and let's say if the enemy can see at let's say 2000 meters as well, you divide this value by 3 and you obtain the distance where the sniper is detected. And then if you're in cover, your stealth is doubled. So technically here your sniper has a stealth of 6 as long as it's staying inside of the forest. Which
Run,
is the
Forrest, run!
highest value. Yeah.
On the double.
I don't quite understand your question there. Will be added the meters in the vision mode?
Are they going to show range in that mode?
Will it be possible to issue a sequence of orders immediately after calling in a unit without waiting for it to appear on the map?
No, because the unit doesn't exist in advance, so there's nothing to give the order to. We have some automatic sequence being created, like for instance when you call a cargo plane and the cargo plane is how is it called, is full of troops, you can it automatically orders the airdrop of this plane. So we have this kind of stuff, but generally no, it's a thing to have. In fact, like when you call troops, like one general mistake I saw during the beta is like calling your troops basically on top of the enemy, and as a result when they arrive, well, they are too close to the front line. So it's a habit to get like call your troops on the safe zone on your side and then take them back when they arrive to give the order, because if you give the order way in advance, well, most of the time, in fact, this is not valid anymore when you arrive.
We move in silence.
Amen, brother. Moving
So
Alright,
we're getting a
I'm
unit
sneaking
attack
away here.
point indicator for relays. Yeah, we're planning that so that when you use the vision tools, it will display on top of the test of the vision. It will display the range of the different weapons of the unit, so you can more easily get an idea of how far you can shoot.
Sneaking in.
I'm really nervous here. I've never been good at stealth games.
Well, just wait for the other guy to move around. Prepare your sprint. Wait a bit
I gotta
more.
wait for this top guy to come in, turn around, and go
No,
back.
no,
Top
rush
boy.
now. Go, go, go.
No, 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 no.
Oh.
Now is not the moment.
Okay.
I use snipers no
I'm gonna wait
engage
for this
mode
guy
so they
at the
got
bottom
to
to
spot
just turn
enemies
around
and
and
stay
go away,
undetected.
and that will be
It's a
the
really good
perfect
idea
moment.
to do it. Is like just let them not shoot. So that way you do more damage by knowing
So
where they
lastly,
are
will there be
than
two to
killing
right
them.
or only one versus one?
Sometimes
The game is not
intel rather
oriented
than doing
towards one
damage is
versus
way more
one or
valuable.
2 versus 2, but rather like team 5 versus 5 team games. So the standard match is 5 versus 5, and then you can create custom lobbies with the amount of players you want, the stuff like that. Like custom is custom, but the base is 5 versus 5.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of questions about bugs that were in the open beta a while back. Just presume that all the bugs will be fixed. That is our intention. If you have any questions about bugs from the beta, know that it is our intent to find and fix every single one of them.
So Emilio is saying, please Felix, say yes to all my 4 questions. All right. Yes to all 4 questions. No, sorry. Yes to all your 4 questions.
I think he somewhat expected you to read them first.
An easy request, easy to please. Will there be VoIP for yelling with teammates? No, we didn't include VoIP because the game is PC only, and
No voice servers?
generally it's VoIP integrated into the game is more like for stuff compatible with consoles, because you don't have your own alternative. Like for instance, when we're playing with friends, it's mostly on Discord, so you can find people and software more easily on PC to do that, and that way it becomes more of a choice. Like you don't want necessarily to have a teenager screaming in your ears.
Yeah, I was going to say, honestly, have you been on Xbox Live?
Yeah,
It's not a
it's
good
like-
time.
That's true.
I'm not sure it's really a good. It's a really a good thing to add to a game. Like it costs resources, and
True.
you can do your own preferred stuff.
Yeah, there's no plans for a
Anti-cheat,
playtest
anti-cheat,
again
anti-cheat,
currently,
yes,
but they're
of
kind of
course.
thinking
Well, there
about
was
it.
no anti-cheat
They haven't
during the beta,
confirmed, but it's kind of like, well, we're
also,
thinking about
helps
maybe
not
thinking about
to-
talking
to
about
get
maybe thinking
people,
about it.
starting to work against it before it's released, but there will be an anti-cheat at release.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was
just don't-
just logging
We
during the
don't
beta.
just say which one, how, and stuff. Like it's
I feel like I saw
cheating
people
and
cheating in this
anti-cheating.
game, but I
it's a
can't remember
battle,
how.
And I don't want to give advantage to my opponent.
Oh yeah, being able to see the map
Yeah,
and stuff.
Personally,
I can remember
despise
that in the
cheaters. They
beta,
just suck
people-
all the joy out of gaming. So
People being able to see the whole
we
map
will
and
do
strike
everything
your
we
units
can
and stuff.
to-
I can remember
to
that.
stop them. They are inevitable. They come for every
Is
game.
there a paint
but
target
we'll
for
do our
missile
best.
strike? Yeah, I think so.
Infiltration underway.
Some of the infantry units, I think, have a way to designate targets, and then artillery
Someone saying
and maybe
glide bomb
aircraft
or it
have a
says
way
normal
to.
bomb. Not
zoom in
exactly.
on that?
Glide bombs have a range depending on the speed of the plane. So if you activate afterburner and stuff, they go further than regular bombs. Oh right.
All right, Snake has completed his objective.
Colonel.
Well, one more and you're pretty much done.
One more, and then we're moving on to the single-player mission.
Hell yeah! Single player
Ah,
mission
to
reveal
develop.
time.
Spoiler.
Then we're gonna play it.
Spoilers.
2 more. Okay. We need 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3 for custom games. Yes, that's what I said. Like custom game, you choose the number of players, you choose the map, you choose everything. This is custom. Hopefully ping. Are there plans for naval battles? Not really. Like we don't want, like the scale of ship on ships battle would be is not really interesting. Actually, you can create a bit that with the editor if you want. You have two teams, each spawning his ship, and each ship is throwing cruise missile at each other and with planes and stuff like that. But well, it can be a funny little moment, but generally as a main feature, it's not that interesting to play.
So this tutorial here is for garrisoning buildings.
Once again, yeah, there would be a scenario editor, so mission editor.
Oh, the mission editor, man! I'm so, bro. I want to see a. I know they already kind of did this at the end of the playtest, but kind of like a last stand defense mode. They had that in the playtest of like defending a point, but
and all the
I can't wait to see what the
objects,
community
all the
does. I think there's going to be
spawn,
some
all the
really
actions
cool
that is
stuff
going
made.
on is made with the editor, and this editor will be available to players. So if you want to make a ship-on-ship battle, it's possible. You know, create a script with one ship for the blue side, one ship for the red side, and give planes to and people bring their planes and try to destroy the enemy ship. It's possible. It's possible to create. Just
You hope they changed the main menu UI. I fired up the game again before the stream just to see if it would, or what it would do if it worked, and it looks like they.
Sorry, just focusing here.
It looks the same.
PV conquest game modes, yes, but there was already one in the beta. So the game will include a campaign. So this campaign includes Russian and US missions. There will also be like independent little scenarios, like challenges. We had two examples during the beta. One that is some kind of like a conquest mode where you need to progress across the map. The other one was a tower defense kind of scenario where you need to defend against always increasing waves of enemies with increasing difficulty. So this kind of stuff is totally possible. We will include some of them ourselves for the release of the game, and after that, well, I really expect a lot of people to put their hands on it and put their IDs. Every time someone has an ID, we want to make sure that they can do that with the scenario editor. So we will support it and improve it over time so that people can create always more stuff.
I know that there's going to be like a campaign, like a series of missions made, like the old
into the game.
There was the Wiga missions for
plenty of stuff you can
Men of War
do,
Assault Squad 2,
it's
and
really
also the
powerful
oh god, I forgot
we're
his name.
using
Sir
that to
Henkel.
create
The
this
Sir
mission.
Henkel missions, the
Yeah, just to answer a question about
Rob's
price, we can't
missions, the
answer
gangster
questions about
missions.
price at this time. Sorry.
pricing. I'm guessing $39.99, $49.99
so,
collector's edition.
from Sammy.
I don't know what would be different.
Not
Airplanes.
for the release. We're using a proprietary tool to create the maps at the moment, so you will not be able to create your own maps. You will have to deal with the existing maps, but well, they are quite big and quite numerous. I think we have 19 maps for release, so quite a lot of stuff, but that's definitely an improvement that we envision.
A10, hell yeah,
to be able
brother,
to propose,
yeah.
not only to create the script on it, but also to change the map, or maybe as an intermediary solution, maybe modify existing map instead of creating from zero. But we'll see what we can do and see the kind of improvement that we can bring.
It's time for brrr.
It's a brute time.
Oh, I love it.
Wow.
Rockets, missiles, guns.
More airplanes, please.
Shall I send these back to base?
Ooh, will they actually land at the airfield? Or did they just fly off the map?
Oh, no.
Someone asking
One survived.
multiple. Yep. Time to finish it with the guns, I guess. And MP rank system, ELO system. Yes, we already have it. It was already present in the beta. We're not using basic ELO. We're using Glico 2 as a ranking system. It's an improved system that is used by many video games. Many AAA games use this stuff.
What would be really cool is if they
It's a
do
pretty
land at that
solid
airfield, if there was a mission to defend an airfield that's like the enemy's so
What's
close
the
to it,
maximum limit for players
but
in
yet
the game?
you could
Yeah, I
still
see,
like
with every
launch
10 versus
aircraft from
10
the
or even
airfield.
20 versus 20. No, we limit the game to 5 versus 5.
5v5.
It's,
Oh, they fly off the map?
The
Darn.
resource consumption is
It would have been so
exponential
nice
with
if
the
you
number
could
of players.
actually see
So
them
going
land at that
from
airfield.
from basically 10 player total
I
to
really
20
want a
player
mission where we
total.
have to actually defend an
It's,
airfield,
it's requiring
which
like
will probably
way
happen,
too
but then
much
actually be able to
resources
launch
to do
aircraft
that.
from it. And helicopters too,
Uh,
which would be great.
So it's 5 players per team maximum.
Unplayable.
Changing course.
What a night.
Harrier standing by.
Bombing around.
Bomb. Time for the bomb.
Coordinates received. Bombs are ready.
Dude, look at this guy. So
I do love me a Harrier.
the red player is not even moving his units, dude. Look at this guy. What a noob.
Strike successful.
How far will mod support go? Well, this is just we don't prevent mods. It's that like how far modding goes. It's not only the part of the developers. It's part of the modders. So I don't know who will spend the time and energy to create a mod to do. I don't know what their plan is here. It's just that we have no intention to prevent people from doing mods. Like if they manage to create new faction and stuff.
Yeah, just to
good
cut
thing.
in here, I think what people are asking is, are we going to like encrypt the files to prevent people from modding? And the answer to that is no.
It's a balance to find between protecting our assets so that people don't steal our assets, and the ability for people to bring their own. So I don't know if everything will be super easy to do. One thing is certain is that there is no intention to prevent people from modding the game. In any case, like if something is preventing modding, it's not a decision to prevent it. It's like another reason, like I don't know, it was simpler. There is a need for that somewhere else, or something like that arrives to this conclusion. And as for what will be needed, what will be possible, what will be what will be impossible, well, it's a bit hard to predict. It will depend on what people want to do with that.
Airstrike is go for effect.
Oh, nice. There's that precision strike. We share our
Do you
units
plan
to other
include
players when
defensive elements
needed.
like mines, dragons' teeth, etc. in
I
the
don't
game? We
think
get this
so.
question a lot.
Well, not for release, that's for sure. Not for multiplayer as well, or at least not for PvP multiplayer, because that's quite boring to play that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like mines are just like hell to play against. To this day, I don't think I've ever played a game where mines are actually enjoyable to play against.
But I'm not totally excluding it for later, like as an addition to the editor or something, like for solo scenario it can be nice, you see, to block an area or stuff like that. But yeah, for the moment we're not doing that.
Okay.
So you're not a cap spammer. We can see that. Like, you need to drop the bomb, predict a bit the movement of the vehicle when you drop your smart bomb to drop it on the way, on the position where it's going to be when the bomb arrives.
Can't believe it, he missed.
I know. It's just for
If
whatever
someone leaves
reason,
the game, yes, you get their
skills
units.
have turned
Oh
off
yeah,
today.
but I think they mean like gifting, like, you know, every player calls in a patriot, and then one person controls them all by like donating or like
Speaking
transferring
of that,
control.
like, we fixed the. We have fixed the issues that we had during the beta, that projectiles were not able to hit the top of vehicles.
Woo! Hell yeah!
So the stuff, yeah, that's one way to do it.
I got tired of trying to laser designate, so I just went full bore on the guy.
Well, you can do that. Like, it's just that you drop multiple bombs at once, and they all laser designated.
Well, yeah, I know. That's complete overkill. There's no kill like overkill.
Will unit cost of November beta be the same at full release? Probably not. Like, you know, changing the price of units, it's super easy, and it's just multiplayer balance, so it's not something that has to be set in stone and never moved again. So of course there are modifications. There have already been modifications. Like, we regularly test the game, so there is not a single week where there's not a unit price changing or availability, or sometimes reshuffling a bit units between the different specializations, like move one plane from one specialization to another to rebalance the stuff. It's happening constantly.
New course set. Roger, flying there. Proceeding as frag.
A question from Ohm. I always love the question from Ohm. So Ohm asking if taking objective can result in having a closer spawn. Well, not in the main multiplayer game mode, but this is something that can totally be done with the mission editor. Like, you can like detect who is the owner of an objective and switch the owner of a spawn point accordingly. This is super easy to do in 2 nodes. You can
Another drone.
Yeah, by the way, the mission editor includes scripting, but it's visual scripting. So you don't need to know how to code to do that, to do the mission. It's made to be accessible to everyone.
The landing gear is out. What the hell? Unplayable.
The problems I was talking about earlier,
Oh
that
my
you see
god.
the wheels of the plane at the moment under the model, and this should be hidden normally. So well, that was a little transitional moment, which happened to be at the moment we made this build.
Okay, so that was just the tutorial. Now let's see the new mission. First look world premiere.
Okay. And that concludes the tutorial. So we hope you guys think that that's cool at the very least.
That's
cool. You know, as I said before,
Tutorials
it's very
are good.
important to get new blood into RTS. So we hope that Broken Arrow will appeal to both new players and old. Shall we move into the mission now, Felix?
Yep, let's go. Someone asking if we're still on course for June. Yes, we're still on course for June release.
New mission, first look.
Will there be 1v1, 2v2, something with ranked mode, with matchmaking? No. We focus on 5 vs 5 for the standard game mode. That way we get the most players playing together. Because if you create many different team size, they are incompatible with each other, and it becomes much longer and harder to get a balanced match if you do it that way.
Yeah, the
So,
lands of
a bit
Tatoria
of
have been
context,
conquered.
Like this mission, it's like it's not the first mission of the campaign. It's a bit in the middle. So it's a U.S. Armored Brigade rushing on the highway. I will not reveal too much of the scenario. In fact, like let's see the gameplay, and I'll keep the story for. I let people discover the story. So it's
Have they
better
talked
like
about
that.
servers?
Not go too much into detail.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Well, anyway, you need to push
Specifically
on this
servers,
highway.
no.
You need to push hard. It's important.
Gotta go fast.
Also, by the way, yeah, the you only have text for the characters. It's because the recording is not done. I think we said it a bit earlier
we
in the
mentioned
stream,
that at
but
the start.
I repeat it. The game will be fully voiced at release. Like
Oh, like the
everything, every
connectivity
time you
issues.
have a
Well,
text popping up,
they
you
said they
will get a
resolved
voice
that
actor, professional
after
voice
the last
actors,
test. They
like,
did
with
mention
the
that. They said they
results,
fixed it.
to record that.
But I'm still skeptical until I either see another playtest with
and
no
this video will
issues,
be available on YouTube
or a
in,
launch with
4K
no
Ultra
issues.
HD once we're done with this stream.
But I'm
so
just
you
going to
can
assume there's still
pore over
problems
every
until I
little
see
detail,
otherwise in multiplayer.
at that time.
Oh, fun. ATGMs. Dude, you gotta shoot the ATGM, dude. Dude, he's shooting at you again. Dude, smoke. They're gonna see your smoke, dude. They'll know you're there.
Oh, it switched targets. Sneaky missile.
This made you remember World in Conflict Soviet Assault?
Absolutely.
World in
right,
Conflict
you
is my favorite
know,
game
can
ever.
imagine the
I've
drop
got like a
of
couple of
paratroopers.
videos on the channel of me saying that.
That's
And
the point.
every other year on the
Drop
channel,
is
I just
not
do another
something
playthrough of
you-
World in Conflict, and
drop
I'm
is
just
not
like,
something
guys,
you
this is my
improvise.
4th, 5th playthrough of World in
So
Conflict on the
there
channel.
is
Here we
no
go.
Emergency
It's
drop,
just so good.
in the game. Like, it's a bet that you have to do. However, one thing we've modified that now the planes airdrop from low altitude, so it's much easier to make an airdrop than it was during the beta. But still, it's not like click as fast as possible to avoid like when you're about to be destroyed. It's not the case. Like plan your airdrop, and, send a fighter first. Make sure that there are no enemy fighters, and after that make your airdrop. That's the way to go.
Alright, just made short work of that infantry. Infantry may look a little bit weak here, but I mean this is like 3,000 points of units, and against like 400 points. So
Yeah. By the way, it's I think it's played in easy mode. Like I don't remember.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It's so there shouldn't be too much difficulty in this mission. I don't want to jinx you.
It's on
like,
easy
yeah,
mode. We locked it on easy mode, so there shouldn't be any problems.
Oh.
If anything goes wrong, it's totally your fault.
So the mission
And
is
you
locked
suck.
to easy
Is that
mode
what you're
just
telling
in
me?
this build.
Now you can totally
Okay.
answer that my balance of difficulties totally sucks, and as a designer, I should be ashamed if you lose. We'll see who attacks the other first.
Okay, we're just looking over while we got a brief moment here, we're just looking over the chat for questions.
Well, people saying another beta. We answered that already. We'll take
Yeah.
the decision later.
Just if we see questions that have already been asked, we just say that we'll put this on YouTube later, so you can go over the whole video.
Watch the replay. Right.
I bet if they were going to do another playtest, they'd probably talk about it in March.
NATO icons. Will we have
And
NATO icons?
Release it in April.
Question: will there be some kind of training ground where you can test some stuff? Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can. Maybe we'll create it ourselves at the beginning, but you can in fact create it on your own. What you do is you create you take the mission editor, you open any map, you put units on it, and that's it, done. So well, we'll see. Maybe we'll make one so that it's already done when you launch the game, but literally take 2 minutes to do.
Target acquired. Engaging. Roger. We're Oscar Mike. Your eyes and ears, sir.
Someone's like Jungle Juice. It seems like a lot of people want to focus on 1v1. Well, statistically not. Statistically not a lot.
Ready for action. Gunner, engage target. Bradley under fire.
It's
Abrams, ready to roll.
that's why we want to focus on team game. It's like
Lots of
playing
missiles.
1v1. Like it's about specializations with strengths and weaknesses. If you play 1v1, you cannot combine your specialization with teammates, so you will it will be basically rock paper scissors choice at the beginning of the match, and no real challenge, like one side will win. So once again, this is possible in custom matches.
Yeah, Nanak,
We
thanks for
don't
the Twitch Prime
want to
sub, dude.
forbid it. Like there's no point in forbidding something. Like if players want to do it, but the main intention on what we support with matchmaker and stuff is the 5 vs 5, and also note that 5 vs 5 is the one requiring the most the matchmaker, because it's rather easy to open a lobby to find one person playing with you.
Nope.
But the more people you need for the match, the harder it becomes to find that manually. There's always someone joining, then leaving, then you see it's hard. So we focus the matchmaker on what is the most important.
Sneaky boy on the hill, man, was watching me all the whole time.
Fit for fight, sir. Our Brad is taking fire over here.
Woo! All those Bradleys are nice.
Versus AI, like skirmish.
This is gonna be a good map for the Bradleys, because they can just park on the
It's
highway
not
and shoot
really
everything
gets,
that
that's
comes
why
down
it
that
was on
road.
the beta. But
And those
definitely
toes are pretty quick.
there should be a skirmish at the release of the game.
Moving out.
5 vs 5, when a player leaves the game, does it get enough punishment and stuff? Well, this is a balance to find between, punishing someone who leaves voluntarily and bad luck, you see. So generally the best way to proceed with that is to go to increment the punishment. Like during the beta it was very short because, well, there are bugs and stuff, so we don't want to punish people for encountering a bug. But after that, when the game releases, you can increase the amount of time where you cannot play after leaving a match, or basically the amount of time where we force you to go back in the previous match, increasingly with the number of time that you have left, for instance, stuff like that.
Moving there now.
But yeah, in the case of a beta, it's generally not a good thing to punish people for something that is not necessarily their fault. You see, it always feels bad to be punished for something that is not your fault.
With just every multiplayer game I've ever lost. Always not my fault.
Yeah.
Heavy armor is on the field. Hostiles on my mark.
Ooh,
Fire.
where's that going?
Coordinates. Moving as ordered.
So what?
Make way.
How about supplies? Do we still need to recall vehicles back? Yes. Will there be possibility to pick up supplies at the point where vehicles entering the map? So, well, generally yes. Well, supplies, you drop them, you take them again freely. You can drop them with one vehicle, take it with another. Like classic move is to drop them with a helicopter and then use a truck to ferry them closer to the front line.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that units go back to like that you can refund unit and they go back to the deck, it's definitely something we're keeping. Generally, don't expect a major shift in core gameplay elements between the beta and the release of the game. Like we will, you see, we will not completely change the game. We will not stop having a deck or stop. You see that kind of stuff. It will remain rather like on the same basis, but improved, debugged, with more tools, more quality of life elements, the more content with the campaign, with the skirmish, etc.
I like content.
Yeah, I just want to show something here, which is in a lot of games, it can be very difficult to know what your units can see from inside a forest.
Yeah, and well, if you press.
But in Broken Arrow, of course, if you hold down the Alt key while you have your unit selected, you can see exactly what it sees.
By the way, during the beta, it was the distance of vision in the, like, you see, for instance, people asking for what changes. In the beta, the vision inside of forest was really short, and now we've improved it. So you have now something like I think it's almost double the vision distance in forest. So this is something.
And BMP2 is dead.
That changed, but you see, it doesn't change a fundamental mechanic. It's a tweaking of an existing mechanic.
Armored, moving out. Heavy cap, ready to rumble. Bring us there in 10 seconds, not 10 fucking minutes.
Suggestion: when a unit is heavily injured, replace its voice with radio. There is already that. Like when a unit is under attack, they have a different voice line depending if it's nothing happening or if they are in combat, they taken damage, and it's based on the stress level.
You had no idea you could do that? Yeah, left alt to bring up the kind of
situation,
line of sight.
They answer differently. So thanks for the suggestion, but already done.
It's always nice when they say, "Can we get this?" and it's already in the game,
I like
right?
That kind of suggestion where it's already in the game, because that's it's perfect.
What does the ambush button do? Oh, is there an ambush button? Maybe they don't shoot until they're fired upon?
I keep missing. Are you looking in the bit? Team Deathmatch Domination Combined mode was not favorite.
You're reading out loud, my friend.
Yes. So, are you looking into the multiplayer game mode? The Team Deathmatch and Domination Combined mode was not favorite. One team can be focused on start and capping bases. It's scrolling, and the other team just going for kills and winning the game. Well, it's not that simple. It's, I guess, requires a bit more experience with the game mode. Like, capturing remains the best way to win the match. It's just like you literally lose by destruction if you have lost the capping, or if you it's really both. Like you cannot say that people win just with destruction. It's really the best way to play remains to capture points, because once you've captured points, you are getting the points with every phase, and while the enemy needs to get a better kill score every time with every phase, so they need to start again the effort of being better at killing you, while you have no extra effort to do to capture more zones with each phase. So
I see.
At some point, if the enemy managed to catch up with the destruction at the end, it's because you were not in such a very good position after all. It's just like, yeah, you were actually not winning. Maybe you had the impression that you were not.
Yeah, apparently this mission is locked to be easy mode.
Can we get a range card similar to that of SD2? I'm not sure what SD2 is.
Steel Division 2.
Oh, of course. For the Alt key view.
Can we get range cards? Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. Like, we will display the range of the weapons as circles around the unit. Here what you have is, well, basically if you press, I think it's, we have different tools, like there is this tool which is showing the line of sight. If you press, I think the default key is start on your keyboard, like above the arrows there is a start button. I don't know how it's called in English, I have a French keyboard.
Yeah, I can press that key because that's my stop recording key.
Oh, well.
So we won't be able to show that today.
There is a tool to show to show the elevation curves of the map. So we'll see, like for the final for the final visual, we'll see if we keep them together on top of the vehicle ranges, or if we maintain them separated, or let the players choose their combinations by assigning the same key on the different
demo week
tools. We'll see what is the most practical. But definitely, yes, it's planned to show the range of the weapon. It will help a lot to understand the engagement range of the situation.
Making strong use of the drive in reverse tool here.
Yeah. Well, especially Abrams tanks, they quite fast in reverse. It's like 35 kilometers, something like that. 2 gears forward, 4 gears forward, 2 gears reverse. So
does this have John Travolta?
We've done it that way, like
maybe.
We don't necessarily, we don't necessarily have all the characteristics of all the units in the game. So it's because it's modern, it's a lot of guessing. So generally, we tend to try to represent the reality.
Missiles away.
We can. So when we have the data, we use it, and when we don't, well, we make an educated guess based on the other data, stuff like that.
Smoking these guys out.
Reconnection. So yeah, someone asking if you could reconnect after internet disconnection. Well, that's the point here. I think there were some bugs still in the beta. Like I think in some cases you were proposed to reconnect, and in some others we are not. The intention is that whatever the reason you're leaving the match, there will be an option to reconnect. That's the plan, and that's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah, we talked about future plans for factions and stuff earlier in the stream, so be sure to catch up on this video on our YouTube channel. Just put Slitherine TV into YouTube, you'll find it.
Will we get more comprehensive in-game communication systems? Mark and label things. Well, the problem of the problem of free text is that it needs moderation, and we've already seen with the drawing that, well, people are childish.
Please, not more moderation, please.
And yeah, it's the problem is that the majority is suffering for the bad behavior of the minority. But when we have people, drawing Schwarzika, insulting people in drawing, in text, we try to avoid that kind of system. So we have a preset of different icons, and then there is the chat, and we can log the chat so that if there are offenders in the chat, we can see that. And that way we don't have to monitor all the data that is created for custom, custom icons and stuff like that. Will there be neutral assets? It's scrolling. Will there be neutral assets like spawn points and vehicles or supply them that you can capture? Yes. Well, it's like the rule of supplies is that if the controller of the supplies is not here to defend it, it can be captured. So if you give like some kind of neutral team one loss. Neutral team.
I had. Look, I'm gonna ruin the magic here, but I had to lose one vehicle to show this dialogue. Okay. I turned him backwards so he could accept the missile.
So to go back rapidly, like you can capture neutral stuff because well they are the neutral supplies because it works like enemy supplies. And for capturing
Highway
neutral,
secure, brother. Initiate Walmart, McDonald's building
vehicles, stuff like
immediately.
that, it has to be part of the mission. Well, once again, if the reference is Halo War has a scripted campaign, so it's part of the script. You approach the neutral stuff becomes yours. It's rather basic script, and it's something you can totally do with in the missions, or you can create your own stuff in the mission editor. Will we have partial supplies drop?
Wow, they weren't kidding. That convoy is
it's,
rolling through with
that's
construction
the point
vehicles.
of having small and big vehicles, and like
They're gonna quick build
having a big vehicle
70
is both
McDonald's
an
along this
advantage and a
highway.
disadvantage is that you can bring more at a time, but on the other hand, you are less flexible to spread it, and the small vehicle is the opposite. Like you cannot bring a lot at a time, but you are more versatile with your supply. So it's really a game design decision here to offer well two different things, and depending on the specialization that you take, you can have one constraint or the other, you see, or not, depending. It really depends on the spec.
I missed.
It's the idea of deck specialization, in fact, to avoid giving everything to everyone, and it's also here to favor teamwork. Like maybe you have a big truck, your allies has a small one, and you drop your big pile.
Look at that convoy, brother.
Take it. Oh, by the way, something new, it's that in the beta you could not take supplies from your allies. By the way, in this build as well, it's still not developed in this build. But
it's perfectly fine to have a small supply truck, though, right?
Depends on the situation, but well. And so now at the release, you will be able to pick supplies from the dump of your allies if your ally allows it. It's an option for him to allow it or not. So that
well,
you can be
apparently
the
this
guy
is the
with
force
big,
heading towards Kaliningrad
big
to
30-ton,
liberate
truck,
it.
and he's the one with the small 2-ton truck. You make the big dump in the back, and he comes with his small trucks, takes from your big pile, and make the repartition on the front line. It's that way you can have more cooperation, you see, between players.
Okay. So we're just moving into the final phase of the mission here. We've got to protect this extremely large convoy.
Oh.
Will nukes be restricted to bombers? Well, I guess strategic bombers only. No, yeah, we will not put nukes on multi-role planes like F-15, F-16. We perfectly know it's possible in reality. It's just to create like to make it special. Like to drop the big bomb in the game, you need the big plane, and you cannot just you cannot drop it with anything that is entirely multi-role plus nukes at the same time. That way also it allows to manage the price of the nukes a bit more easily if they are limited to a few units.
People have got to be able to stop them, right? That's where the gameplay element
Now we get
really
some
comes
helicopters,
in.
brother. Those are flying tanks.
You could have a nuke on an ultra stealthy small plane that delivers every time, but it wouldn't be any fun to play against.
Hover
It would
tanks.
just be a nightmare.
Guardian, at your command.
Someone asking, what is the intention for anti-cheat? Obviously, I know with betas and free versions, people will abuse cheats, but will this be combated upon release? Yes, there will be anti-cheats, but I don't say how we will do this because I don't want people to start you know, countering or anti-cheat before it's already made. It's even made.
Yeah, we go into
So-
more detail on that earlier in the video. This video will be available on YouTube after if you need to catch up.
Someone asked nukes from missile launchers. Yeah, that's something we're not totally excluding, like some kind of nuclear Iskander or nuclear ballistic missiles on the US. I don't exactly remember which one the US is using, but there's certainly something available somewhere.
Got him.
Can we toggle the no overkill on munition vehicles? Yeah, by the way, that's something we have added. Like now, if you click on the target, so overkill is here to anti-overkill. For those who don't know, like it's a system.
Get to the
which
chopper. It looks
avoids
like they're
all
repairing up.
units From,
Ooh, we're almost
first
ready to play the
shooting
mission.
all at the same
He's almost
target.
done. Once he's done, we're gonna
And
go play.
Secondly, avoid wasting too much ammunition on a target that is already dead. So that, for instance, I don't know, you have a line with 4 Bradleys, there is a jeep coming your way. There's no need to waste 4 missiles on this jeep and then, you know, run out of missiles for nothing. So this is anti-overkill, and there were some cases
Fire
like
the
mostly
missiles.
in the air engagement where it's like it was frustrating because the unit that was shooting the missile was not always the most the best. Like you have your plane tailing an enemy plane, and in fact it's the anti-air system located far in the back which is shooting at it, so the plane is not shooting. You see that kind of disagreement that could happen as a result. So we've tweaked it now, and when you click a target, you override the anti-overkill on it, in fact. So it's so if you have your plane and an enemy plane, you click on the enemy plane, your plane will shoot, no question asked. It's just that if there are, like, I don't know, 4 enemy planes and you fly in between them, well, the anti-overkill will do things so that you spread your missiles to do a maximum of damage instead of
Max
you know,
damage.
just killing one plane and dying for. Well, it's a choice. Like either you choose to focus fire by clicking on one specific plane, or you let the anti-overkill doing its job to optimize the damage.
Guardian, standing by. We got a clear shot.
Okay.
So many questions. Sorry, it's really.
It's so many questions. I know it's
way
overwhelming.
Faster than I can read, way faster than I can, even faster than I can.
We can't possibly answer all these questions, guys. But if you want more chance of getting your question answered, try and keep it short so that we can read it before it disappears.
Some of them have already been asked, by the way. So I watch the stream because I'm not answering stuff that have already been answered. Towed artillery added to the game, not for release. That's not something we planned because generally towed artillery has very low survivability in a modern battlefield. So we preferred to stick to mechanized choices.
Heavy cavalry ready for action. Guardian, reporting in.
Is, fuel mechanics for ground vehicles.
Tactical
No, we
aids.
don't plan that.
Well, we'll be able to play this very mission
This
in a
is
little bit. I wanted to listen to what the
an
dev
annoyance
and the
than
PR had to
anything. I
say
plan to
about
have
like
to
play
refuel
tests
the
and release
vehicles.
dates and
Apart from aircraft.
pricing and stuff.
Apart
and-
from fighter jets.
For vehicles, yeah. Well, I don't know if aircraft.
All right, the
count as
convoy has
vehicles, I
reached
guess
checkpoint
flying vehicles.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
we
to be
haven't-
ultra clear.
Just to be ultra clear, yes.
The maps are very pretty, yes.
The planes still have fuel, but not the helicopter, not the.
Probably
ground
my
stuff.
favorite thing is that the maps look very realistic and fun and pretty. Looks like a city builder.
There's a lot going on in this battle right now, so I'm just laser focused on not losing at the last second.
Are you still working on VFX? Yes, some of them. They look like placeholder low resolution. I don't
Looks
know,
like a
I don't
mobile
know which one.
game.
Once again, sometimes people expect FX to be like more Hollywood-like barrel of fuel in fire style of FX for explosion, when in reality it's more about a shockwave, brief flash, and fragments around. Like the real-life explosions are not really impressive, in fact, compared
Yeah,
to what you're used to see in films and.
If you want to see the explosions in all their glory, when we put this on YouTube, scroll to the early part of the video. I show off some explosions there, so they do look very good at 4K on Ultra. So I know there's a lot of medium settings.
Farming
footage
Simba
out
from an
there,
airplane.
So just keep that in mind
Wow.
as well.
I'm usually more articulate than this, but wow.
All right, I successfully defended the conga line of death.
Hell yeah, brother.
Create new maps. I see your question links, but it's already been asked, so I don't answer your question even if you post 10 times. Sorry. Well, rapidly, no.
Someone said,
for the
"I'm
long-
just
for-
I'm just
For
joining
the long
now."
answer, for the long answer, look at the replay.
Okay,
The
guys,
mission was too
we
easy. Okay, cool, because it's the easy mode.
yes, it was easy
Success.
mode. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're just
apparently the
playing on
mission's
easy
locked
here.
to
There will
easy?
be other difficulties will be available, but not in this build.
Oh, we'll see. Any more? Tell us
Okay,
more.
guys, we're heading towards an hour and a half here, so we are actually almost out of time. So let me just go over a few things. If you are
Okay.
joining this at any point other than the beginning, the whole thing will be on YouTube after in 4K on ultra quality. The video file is probably already like 50 gigs big.
Damn.
So feel free to watch it on YouTube, make screenshots, make yourself a wallpaper or whatever. And all the questions that Felix has answered will obviously all be in that video on YouTube. I think that's largely it, Felix. Anything else you want to say at the end here?
Oh, not really. I'm still reading the questions now that I'm not watching you play. So
Release date is still June, but
caught.
I don't know the exact date, but June.
No, generally, well,
2025.
the release is maintained for June. We still have some work. You see, there's several months of work remaining. Mostly polishing many stuff.
Poland confirmed? They're going to be polishing?
all the little stuff that you keep for the end because they don't have a big impact on the possibility to work on other subjects, but are important for people. This is the moment to do them. So ergonomic options, stuff like that. You see, it's we are focusing on that now. Plus more content. Like we will create as much content as possible until the release.
Yeah.
Well,
Just to answer another question, the only ranked mode will be 5v5, but nothing is stopping you from doing a 1v1 tournament using custom maps. You can make a custom game, choose the maps, choose the amount of players, all that kind of thing. So if you want to do your own 1v1 tournament, you can. But ranked mode will strictly be 5v5.
What? That's so weird. There should be 1v1 ranked mode.
I've asked for the new parachute. Don't worry.
For all of them. Be a ranked mode
It's
for
in the
all.
Modding support was
Purposes.
answered earlier in the stream. Check out the video on YouTube. Okay, I think we're mostly out of time. Any last words, Felix, before we close this out?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I will jump a bit on Patreon after that to talk a bit more to people. So if you want to have a chat directly, let's go on Patreon.
Just
Not
plug the Patreon.
On Discord, on the Patreon part of Discord.
Okay.
Cool. The video will be on.
All right, so they're out of time. Okay, let's play Broken Arrow. The developers have sent over the mission that you just saw. So let's give it a shot. We're going to play it for ourselves now and see if there's anything different between the build they played and the one they sent us. Perhaps, but probably not. Let's go. I get to play now. Okay, so they do have a tutorial, but then there's the mission Tank Rush on Highway. Well, that's still locked. Can't even, like, adjust the volume or anything? What the hell? I can't even turn the volume up or down. What the hell? Okay, I can't adjust graphics or sound. Okay. Wow. Alright, so this build is locked to whatever the hell they set it to, so I have no idea. Let's go. And also, apparently this mission's set to easy, so we'll see. We're approaching the border. We've received reports of Russian troops establishing defensive positions along the highway. God damn it. We need to get this goddamn McDonald's up by noon. It is 11:59. Unacceptable. Okay.
Right here. We're combat ready.
We better do what he says then. Gotta remember all the controls again too, because I haven't played in a few months. And I imagine I can't reset them. Oh, now I could adjust things. Okay. That seems fine for now. I'm gonna just leave it alone.
Abrams, ready to roll. Bradley fighting vehicle standing by. Passes out. Pushing forward. Reconnaissance standing by. Recon vehicle standing by. Sweeping the area. Scout team standing by. Troop transport ready. Bradley fighting vehicle at your orders. M1 Abrams warmed up and ready to go.
Okay. Oh, you want some fries? Oh, sure. Yeah, we'll pick it. We'll pick you guys up some fries on the way.
Brad here, go ahead. Abrams here, we're combat ready. Driver, move out. Already there. Recon team reporting in. Brad here, we're combat ready. Scouts ready. Bradley, ready for combat.
All right, we're gonna play this one slow because we got all the time in the world now. Now we get to play.
Heavy cavalry ready for action. Moving to
So-
duty position.
Is it fall or something? I don't know if the colors changed too much, but we'll just leave the settings alone for now. I didn't even know if I change them if they'll even save.
Fire and maneuver! Solid copy. Advance and report. Bradley fighting vehicle ready. Heavy armor is on the field. Personal carrier here. Armored Fury is on its way. Fire and maneuver. Combat patrol underway. Bradley ready for action. Bradley ready for combat. Get out in 10 seconds. Not 10 fucking minutes. We're moving. Solid copy. Advance and report. Heavy cab ready to roll.
All right, send in the boys. Also, you can slow things down too in single player, which is nice.
Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Bradley fighting vehicle at your command, sir. All bullet catchers, disembark. Infantry, good to go. Move and secure. Go. Brad here. Go ahead.
No sign of enemy present. Good, we beat them to the punch. Williams, establish a supply point here. Make sure we have a constant flow of McDonald's French fries and bring up the extra dip. Aye, sir. Commander, continue towards the next checkpoint. Our vehicles are equipped with active protection systems designed to intercept incoming missiles and RPGs, so don't hesitate to jump in the middle of the fray. Shock and awe. He's literally encouraging us to just press Q and walk away.
Search and destroy. Recon team, send traffic. Over.
Oh, supplies are on the way.
Bradley fighting vehicle reporting in. Infantry at your orders. Infantry reporting in. Fit for fight, sir. Rock up, we're moving. Bradley fighting vehicle at your command, sir. Copy. Relocating. Personal carrier ready. Moving out.
Oh, they just dropped off supply. How lovely. How nice of them.
Heavy cav is on the field. Heavy armor is ready to rumble. Someone call for a cab? Brad here. Solid copy. Moving out. Armored transport reporting in. Bradley, ready for action. Moving a new fighting position. Troop transport, standing by. Recon vehicle is good to go. M1 Abrams ready for action. Armored transport, ready. Looking for enemy contact. Heavy armor is ready to rumble. Sweeping area. Pushing forward.
Hey, we got enemy missiles.
Abrams, ready to roll. Moving as ordered. Reverse.
What?
M1 Abrams, warmed up and ready to go. Heavy armor is on the field. Heavy armor engaged. Heavy cav engaged. Pop and smoke. Move backwards. Reverse.
Reverse, Terry.
Abrams here. We're combat ready. Defensive smoke. Reconnaissance is good to go. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Recon vehicle ready for action. Engine off. We stop here. Heavy cav is on the field. Brad here. Recon vehicle ready. Roger. We're on the move. All trench monkeys, dismount. Scout team here. Go ahead.
Okay.
Heavy cav ready to rumble. Troop transport reporting in. Armored transport standing by. Someone asked for a ride? Scouts at your orders, sir. Scouts here. Heavy cav, ready to roll. Move and engage. Recon vehicle, send traffic, over. Friendly fighting vehicle, at your orders. Heavy cavalry, ready for action.
Europe, you call this a parking lot? The hell is this? A single family home parking lot? That's not a parking lot.
Fire and maneuver. Clinching enemy position. Brad here, we're combat ready. Heavy cav, ready to rumble. Already there. Copy that. Looking for targets. Driver, halt, halt! Abrams, ready to roll.
It is repaired. Good.
Moving as ordered. Scout team ready. Scout team at your command. Bradley, ready for combat. Everybody out. Armored, moving out. Heavy armor is on the field.
Ooh, that was close.
Here, we're combat ready.
Yeah, this is a play area for children. Parking lot, the kids will be safe there.
Field.
Where the cars go to sleep.
Your eyes and ears, sir. Recon team, send traffic. Over. Heavy armor is ready to rumble. Someone call for a cab? Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Pedal to the metal. Roger. Moving out. ready for action.
That was close.
Move your asses.
Ew.
M1 Abrams ready for action.
Okay. Perfect. Keep up the pace. Williams will set up a resupply point. Okay. We won't have to go back that far.
Heavy cab ready to roll. M1 Abrams warmed up.
Objective
and ready to
Charlie.
go. Reverse. Driver backwards. Troop transport reporting in.
Alright, wait for our resupply.
Bradley fighting vehicle reporting in. Heavy armor in combat. Recon team reporting in. Scouts at your orders, sir. Abrams here, we're engaged.
They almost got me. Yeah, they hit pretty hard. Our tanks are pretty good, though. We could call out more units. Now we have our own ATGMs. Call out a couple of extra tanks.
Bring us there in 10 seconds, not 10 fucking minutes. Move to shooting position.
I'm going to save up for the points. I mean, we've got a massive highway here. We may as well lock it down. B-70. 2.
Reconnaissance, ready for action.
Dead.
Moving there now. Bring us there in 10 seconds, not 10 fucking minutes. Your eyes and ears, sir. Everyone, dismount. Infantry here, standing by. Mount up and move out. Heavy cab, ready to roll.
Tank is 325.
Armored is rolling out. Heavy armor is ready to rumble. Armored is rolling out. Driving to coordinates. Bradley fighting vehicle ready. Scout team standing by. Scouts ready. Move your asses, maggots! Shut up and let's go! Troop transport, standing by. Recon vehicle, standing by. Roger, moving out. All walking sandbags, jump out! Heavy cavalry, ready for action.
Well, this is going to be fun.
Abrams here, we're combat ready.
Oh yeah, this is the Swiss-Liechtenstein border. It's Operation Toblerone.
Scout team ready. Bradley, ready for action.
All that bank account money. Keep these operations quiet. Where the hell's another CFV?
Armored transport, ready. Moving there now. Already there. Take a lead.
Oh my god, so much firepower.
Scout team here, go ahead. Reconnaissance.
There's the
ready
other
for
one.
action. Pedal to the metal.
Looking for you there, bud. Okay.
M1 Abrams ready for action. Heavy cab ready to rumble. Abrams ready to roll. Rolling. Make way. Heavy armor is on the field.
Deliver freedom.
Abrams here. We're combat ready. Rolling into combat. Solid copy. Abrams, ready to roll. Brad here. Go ahead. Heavy armor is on the field. Scouts ready.
You can't hurt our armor.
M1 Abrams here. We're in combat. Driver, move forward. Spearheading. Armored cab, clinching the enemy. Fire and maneuver. Heavy armor here. We're engaged. Back out, driver.
Woo, that was cool.
M1 Abrams, warmed up and ready to go. Bradley fighting vehicle at your command, sir. Bradley fighting vehicle at your command, sir. Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Get your asses out of my vehicle. Armored transport reporting in. Search and destroy. Rolling. Armored moving out. Solid copy, moving out. Heavy cab ready to rumble. Heavy cab ready to roll. M1 Abrams ready for action. Recon vehicle is good to go. All asses dismount. Personal carrier here. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. You'd be blind without us. Scout team at your command. All trench monkeys, dismount! Heavy armor is ready to rumble. Infantry ready for combat. Reconnaissance is good to go. Heavy cavalry.
So far, so good.
Bradley fighting vehicle reporting in. Moving to contact. Combat patrol underway.
Area secure.
Send traffic. Over.
Latest. William set up reconnaissance positions. All right. The hell? Are you shooting missiles at me, bro?
Heavy cab ready to roll.
Disrespectful.
M1 Abrams ready for action. Heavy cab is on the field. M1 Abrams warmed up.
Missile got scared at the last second and went to the side.
Moving to shooting position. Driver, move out. Bring us there in 10 seconds, not 10 fucking minutes. Bradley, ready for action. Bradley fighting vehicle, at your orders. Bradley fighting vehicle, standing by. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Line up and let's go. Engage and destroy.
That was close.
Bradley, ready for combat. Fire and maneuver. Brad here.
We're trying to peek ahead. Will there be mods? Yeah, I heard the devs talking about that. They will, not encrypt files and try to open the door for modding.
Brad here. All walking sandbags. Jump out. Abrams, ready to roll. Rolling into combat. Heavy cab, ready to rumble.
Oh boy.
Spearheading. Let's back out. Pushing forward. Scout team ready. Back up, back up. Heavy cab engaged in combat.
That was good we checked up there.
Heavy armor is on the field. Heavy armor is ready to
Alright, we're going to move forward to phase line Baconator.
Abrams here. We're combat ready. Brad here. Go ahead.
Combine arms? Thanks. We're doing our best here. We're having fun. Uh-oh. Oh, friendly AI. Oh, the enemy can respawn reinforcements from there. Oh, same on the left side.
Heavy cav ready to
Oh, we better focus middle.
Heavy cav is on the field. Heavy armor is on the field. Move, shoot, communicate. New orders, advance and secure. Solid copy. Advance and report. Friendly fighting vehicle, at your orders. Recon vehicle, ready for action. Heavy cavalry, ready for action. Abrams, ready to roll. Abrams here. We're in combat. Hit the gas, driver. Hit it. Reconnaissance, standing by. Roger, move and secure. Heavy cab, ready to roll. Abrams engaged in combat. Get those tracks moving. Backwards. Driver, move back. M1 Abrams ready for action. Recon vehicle, send traffic, over. M1 Abrams, warmed up and ready to go. Heavy cab in combat. Smoke screen deployed. Heavy armor in combat. Solid copy. Move and engage.
Okay,
Bradley
things are going
fighting
okay.
vehicle, Bradley fighting vehicle at your command, sir. Bradley fighting vehicle standing by.
Now we should be able to call up a bunch of... Actually, maybe we should float some more points, because it looks like towards the end we get a bunch of helicopters and stuff, so maybe we should save our points. But then I'll at least call out one more tank.
Abrams here. We're in combat. Heavy cav is on the field. Let's crush them. Bradley fighting vehicle standing by. M1 Abrams ready for action. Heavy cav ready to roll. Heavy cav engaged in combat. Driver stop. Driver reverse. M1 Abrams here. We're in combat. Heavy armor engaged. Armor is rolling out. Make way. Abrams here. We're combat ready. Recon vehicle ready. Moving out. Moving as ordered. Abrams ready to roll. Brad here. We're combat ready. Roger. We're on the move. Copy. Relocating.
Alright, phase line Delta taken.
Heavy armor is on the field. Already there. Moving out. Heavy cavalry ready for action. Smoke deployed.
Priorities capture the last checkpoint. Armor brigades preparing to move as we speak.
Backpedal, driver.
Okay, we'll wait for our last tank to arrive and then we'll push.
Heavy armor is ready to rumble. Driving to coordinates. Solid copy. Moving out. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Bradley fighting vehicle reporting in. Roger.
Uh-oh.
All fully captured. Disembark. Driver backwards. Troop transport standing by. Troop transport ready. Heavy cab ready to rumble. Armored transport standing by. Your eyes and ears, sir. Get your asses out of my vehicle. Pedal to the metal.
They're setting up a roadblock there too. here comes our supply. Boop. They gonna die. All right.
Armor transport, ready. Looking for enemy contact. Roger, moving out. Scouts here. Check that building. Abrams, ready to roll. Let's run them over.
All right, that's the last phase line there.
Friendly fighting vehicle ready.
Really reminds me of the World in Conflict Soviet assault mission, where you're flying around with the helicopters and blowing up artillery and stuff.
Heavy armor is on the field. Your eyes and ears, sir.
Pedal to the metal, 10-4.
Recon vehicle ready for action.
Rip and dip.
Heavy armor is ready to rumble.
Large group of enemies have been spotted on their way to Charlie.
Abrams here. We're combat ready.
Teammate needs
Heavy
backup.
cannons on the field.
Alright, hold on.
Let's back out.
Gotta go back one and assist on Charlie.
Reconnaissance is good to go. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Heavy cav engaged. M1 Abrams ready for action. Brad here. Scout team standing by. Regroup and move up. Roger. We're Oscar Mike. Moving to shooting position.
Oscar Grouch to the aioli.
Make way. Recon vehicle standing by.
Needs help on that left side.
Copy. Relocating. Scouts at your orders, sir. Reconnaissance, ready for action. Bradley, ready for combat. Sweeping area. Heavy cab, ready to roll. M1 Abrams, warmed up and ready to go. Heavy armor is ready to rumble. Driver, move out.
Oh, there are enemies.
Reconnaissance, standing by. Recon vehicle is good to go. Recon team reporting in. Right here, we're in combat.
I think the Bradley was pretty much designed to take on that vehicle. B-72s and a bunch of other things. I think there's actually a movie. Oh boy, she's having a bad time. I think there's actually a movie about the making of the Bradley. It's kind of like a comedy. And how the hell that thing even got
Friendly fighting
made.
vehicle ready.
Well, you know how it got made.
Everybody out.
Hey, we want something. Alright, cool, blank check.
Waypoint
Cool.
received.
No need to pass an audit. There you go.
Moving out.
Yeah, do whatever you want. Cool. Alright. Hey, thanks, guys. Yep.
Transport taking
Cool.
fire.
End of story. Pentagon Wars. There you go.
Someone call for a cab?
Not super accurate, no. But I'm glad that like they actually kind of covered it.
Bradley under fire! Send your orders!
Yeah, we need to push forward.
Scouts ready.
Oh, chat says it's a great movie. That's good.
Vehicle reporting in. Brad here. Copy. Relocate.
I'm glad that the chatty chatters like that movie.
Bradley fighting vehicle reporting in. Roger. We're on the move. Someone asked for a ride.
Let's just go back here and we'll just defend the flag itself.
Not 10 fucking minutes. Personal carrier ready. Moving out. Pedal to the metal.
Alright, we gotta go back.
Heavy cab is on the field.
Okay, let's take Echo. Take Echo. You like the Bradley with the reactive armor? Why can't we put overreactive armor on a Bradley? Like it just always blows things out of proportion. Bradley armor, you're overreacting.
Transport reporting in.
You're overreactive armor.
Scout team here.
Like, come on, man.
Move and secure. Go. Move. Shoot. Communicate. Heavy armor is on the field.
Alright, so now I think we can shift.
Clinching enemy position. Armored Fury is on its way. Scout team at your command. Personal carrier here.
Oh, they're not gonna like me sneaking up here. New tank should be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Get into the fight. I really wanted to try some of that stuff, but I mean, tank is just perfect for this map. Could use a couple of Bradleys though to clean up the back.
Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Bradley fighting vehicle at your command, sir.
Lumberjack sushi over. I don't know if he likes sushi. I don't know.
Already there. Moving as ordered. Move and engage. Driver, halt, halt, halt. Roger, we're on the move. Abrams here, we're engaged.
Well, congratulations, Abrams. It's engaged. When's the wedding?
Armored transport, standing by. Moving a new fighting position. Armored transport reporting in. Heavy cab, ready to roll. Pedal to the metal, driver. Fire and maneuver. Bradley fighting vehicle, standing by. On ass, everybody. Everyone, dismount. Heavy cab, ready to rumble. Abrams, ready to roll.
Oh, he's dead. Yep.
Brad here, we're combat ready. Already there. Heavy armor here, we're engaged. Abrams here, we're combat ready. Rolling into combat. Heavy cavalry ready for action. Heavy cab ready to rumble. Reverse. Heavy cab ready to roll. Back up, back up. Backwards. Heavy armor is on the field. Bring us there in 10 seconds. Not
Checkpoint captured. Finally, Kaliningrad, here we come. Brigade is marching in marching order. Oh, they're hungry for McDonald's. Here we go. Goddamn beautiful. need to get them to a resupply point right away.
Make way. Looking for enemy contact. Scout team ready. Reverse.
We need to get things repaired.
Recon team, send traffic. Over.
Mama, 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 mama. Yeah, luckily in this mission, well, so the logistics are taken care of automatically in this one for us. Like the commander who is like supporting us, he's securing the flanks and then bringing up supply into the middle. So we just gotta wait.
Heavy cav is on the field.
Oh boy. Yeah, so it's like times 1 to 5 speed or something.
Abrams here. We're combat ready. Driver, move forward. Armored transport, ready. Pushing forward. Bradley fighting vehicle, standing by. Moving to contact. Someone asked for a ride? Bradley fighting vehicle, reporting in. Troop transport, ready.
Those supplies are taking a little.
Abrams, ready to roll. Rolling.
Column has reached checkpoint Bravo.
Abrams engaged in combat. Driver, move out. Move.
Oh boy. We're assigned a pair of Apache helicopters. Amen, brother. Oh, good thing we saved up points.
Guardian ready. Roger, engage and destroy. Roger that.
We'll predict the
Sending the
convoy.
area.
Unbroken arrow? Yeah, repaired arrow? Yeah.
Fly by attack.
And we have like 32 broken arrows in the world? Or at least nuclear weapons where we don't know where they are.
Going hot.
Or we know they're somewhere, but they're not where they're supposed to be.
Guardian is mission ready. Guardian at your command.
America! Oh, look at this. Hell yeah. Take that, Europe. Oh my god. Wow. Bouncing off each other. I don't need no guardrail. No rail can hold me. Not a train, this is a tank.
Guardian. Copy. Looking for targets. Guardian reporting in.
Scouts at your orders, sir.
The Guardian is in the air.
Oh, Strela over there. That's anti-aircraft missile, heat seeker. Don't want to go too far to the edges. We should stay around the highway. They're moving up to Papa John's. Buy one, get one large. Any 2 topping. Long operation name, but... Alright, the boys are about halfway. Halfway point.
for targets of opportunity.
Get him.
Guardian here.
We have a large enemy group heading towards checkpoint Echo. Oh good, I feel bad for them.
Who needs a Guardian Angel? Coordinates received. Guardian standing by. Guardian at your command.
Your eyes and ears, sir.
We need more supply. Oh, I can call some in. I thought she was in charge of the whole damn thing. Hell, I would have brought some of my own up. Well, it's too late now. Okay, well, at least I know there's supply now.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Roger.
Just making the big fobs for the tanks. And missiles going everywhere.
Guardian awaiting mission.
Heavy cavalry ready for action. Armored moving out. Armored is rolling out.
Guardian ready. Guardian here. Flight path updated. Roger Wilco, engaging. The Guardian is in the air.
Was that 20 millimeter, 30 millimeter? The hell is a millimeter? You love the Apache too? It's very fun in this game. It very much feels like World in Conflict when you're playing with the helicopters here, where it's incredibly hit and run
Guardian Angel.
with the choppers. Even faster, I think, helicopter gameplay than aircraft. Aircraft do take a while, and if you don't detect them or shoot them down, it'll be over quickly, but helicopters are even faster.
Guardian.
Boop, 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 boop.
Roger that. Search and destroy. Flying there now.
Column has reached Echo.
Flight plan confirmed. Solid copy. Search and destroy. New flight path set.
Heavy armor is on the field. Heavy cav engaged in combat.
Guardian reporting in. Roger that. Search and destroy.
Man, those supplies gonna take a long time. The full brigade is on its way to Kaliningrad. I cannot wait to see the armored fist knocking at the gates of the city. And minimal losses under your command. That's impressive. I don't think we took a single loss, did we? 0. Hell yeah! Well, that's a pretty sweet and quick mission, honestly. They said that was kind of towards, like, not the beginning of the mission campaign, but it seems pretty beginning of the campaign. It was fairly easy. Capture a few points and then just branch out from there. The Apache could knock out targets from 7.5 miles away, but I want 8. Redesign the whole thing. Blank check. Cool. Broken arrow, yeah. Alright. Well, I guess that's going to do it for our early look at more Broken Arrow. The devs confirming a few things, like maybe a playtest, maybe soon that they'll maybe confirm. The game's still confirmed to come out in June. They can't confirm. They've confirmed that they can't confirm a price yet or additional additions. They did confirm that they're open to looking into other nations outside of the United States and Russia. They also said on Friday they're going to make an announcement regarding more specializations. So maybe we're seeing another like sub-faction that we haven't seen before or something like that. So yeah, I guess that's good. All right, so this demo was a private media content creator demo. I don't know why they just didn't toss this out for the next fest or something like that. It's cool to play, but we all certainly want a multiplayer playtest again, but I'll settle for a demo. I mean, any more of Broken Arrow we get to play is good. But the only other thing here is the tutorial, which we saw at the beginning. And that's good. Like, a tutorial is going to be good for anybody who wants to play the mission, I think, the campaign. But the developer also said, very weirdly, like, how the campaign's going to be played. Like, it looks like you can do things in kind of... Like, there's not a American campaign and a Russian campaign that are separate. They seem to be, like, somehow intertwined, but you can play them, like, non-linearly. It's like, doesn't that throw off the timeline of the story or something? I'm curious to see how the hell they're going to pull that off. I don't know what they mean by that. That added a lot of confusion to me. But, yeah, cool to see. And obviously we're almost about like 6 months away, just under that, of release. So there's still going to be plenty of changes to this one, which, you know, still looks and sounds pretty good. The only thing that's always jarring is in the campaign whenever they don't have voice actors, but hopefully they refine those lines and make it more epic. And the tutorial seems to link into that too, because they show some of the characters. There's like Williams, and then like the, I don't know, the Colonel, and then this other weapons guy or something like that. Who knows? CIA guy or something. I don't know. What I know, I don't know. Alright guys, I'm going to put up a video on that probably tomorrow too for that mission. That probably takes about maybe 30 to 40 minutes to play. And I'll probably go slower so I can explain a few things and get a few more close-ups for that one. So thank you again everybody for subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much for always hitting the like button on every stream and every video. The more people can find them, it's very important. And I think I'll take a little break then, and I'll be back this afternoon for, I think, Lost Skies, but maybe I'll mix it up. There's a lot of damn Steam demos, so certainly cool. If you missed the gameplay or whatnot, it'll be on YouTube for everybody to watch. So just search for the channel there. You'll be able to watch me play the mission for maybe like the last 30 minutes of the video. All right, guys, I'm going to take a break. I'll see you all in a little bit. Thank you very much for coming on out for the weird multiplayer, the content creator media demo, and I'll see you soon for more Broken Arrow. Thanks for watching, guys.